Welcome to this comprehensive tutorial where we will create a decentralized marketplace using Java. Decentralized marketplaces provide a fantastic way to allow peer-to-peer transactions, removing the need for a central authority. Throughout this series, we'll leverage Java, smart contracts, and blockchain technology to implement our marketplace. Let's dive right in. First, we need to understand the prerequisites. Make sure you have Java Development Kit, JDK, installed on your machine. You'll also need an integrated development environment, IDE. I recommend using IntelliJ IDEA or Eclipse. Now, let's set up our project structure. In your IDE, create a new Java project. Let's call it Decentralized Marketplace. Make sure you have the following package structure, com.example.marketplace. Next, within this package, create the following classes: user, item, marketplace, and blockchain connector. Let's start by creating the user class. This class will represent each participant in the marketplace. Great! Now we've designed our user model. This class has a username and a public key that identifies each user on the blockchain. Next, let's create the item class to represent items that users can list on the marketplace. Now we have the item model ready. Each item will have a unique ID, a name, a price, and the user who owns it. Next up is the marketplace class, where we will manage the addition, retrieval, and purchasing of items. In the marketplace class, we maintain a list of items and provide methods to add new items, retrieve all items, and purchase an item. The purchase item method removes the item from the list and returns it, simulating a sale. Now, let's implement the blockchain connector class, which will handle our interactions with the blockchain. The blockchain connector class currently just simulates sending transactions. In a real-world scenario, you would use a library such as Web3j to connect with an Ethereum network to execute smart contracts. Next, we need to integrate all these components in our main application class. Let's create the main class to bring everything together. It will create users, add items, and simulate a transaction. In our main method, we create two users, Alice and Bob, and list two items for sale by Alice. Bob attempts to purchase an item, and we simulate the transaction using the blockchain connector. Once you run your code, you should see a list of items in the marketplace and a transaction message indicating the purchase. Now, let's talk about scalability and security. For a production-ready decentralized marketplace, you will want to implement smart contracts on a blockchain network such as Ethereum. These contracts can govern marketplace rules, like how funds are distributed and how disputes are resolved. This will require knowledge of Solidity programming to write the contracts and a framework like Web3j on the Java side to interact with them. Additionally, consider using IPFS, Interplanetary File System, to store item data and images. Storing data on a blockchain can get costly, and IPFS provides a cost-effective solution for decentralized file storage without sacrificing data integrity. Security is also paramount in any decentralized application. You must ensure that users' private keys are kept secure. You can consider using hardware security modules or integrating with services such as MetaMask to enhance user experience and security. Let's briefly touch on unit testing. It's essential to test your code to ensure that all components work correctly. Java has robust testing frameworks like JUnit to help you with this. You can write unit tests for your user, item, and marketplace classes to ensure they behave as expected. Here's a simple test case for the marketplace class using JUnit. Create a new test class named Marketplace Test. In this test, we ensure that when we add an item to the marketplace, we can retrieve it successfully. Writing proper tests not only helps in maintaining your code, but also aids in debugging later. As we approach the end of this tutorial, let's recap what we have achieved. We set up a basic decentralized marketplace structure using Java. We implemented models for users and items, created a marketplace to manage them, and simulated transactions with a blockchain connector. This foundation paves the way for more complex functionalities, such as using smart contracts. Thank you for watching this tutorial. If you enjoyed it and found it informative, please like, share, and subscribe for more content related to Java and blockchain development. Your support means a lot, and it helps us reach more learners. If you have any questions or suggestions for future videos, feel free to leave a comment below.